PS4 will run Cold War well, not great. Is my PC better than a PS4? And what PC will compete with a PS5?
Consoles aren't PCs. The games aren't the same on a console and a PC, and I think this is an area that gets missed whenever we're discussing what a PC needs. So, the PlayStation 4 has an 8-core CPU, and it has a real 8-core CPU, not a 4-core 8-thread chip. It's a real 8-core chip, but the cores are pretty crap. They are old Jaguar APU cores that are horrendously slow at this point, relatively
On the PS4,
speaking.
yeah.
But the PS4 doesn't have to do anything else but run the game. And the game developer can program the game to use every ounce of the PS4. They know what hardware they're coding to. So they can code native. For example, AMD and Intel chips of different generations have different instruction sets. They add instructions and different things and optimizations from year to year to year. Yes. An i7 2600K, a 4790K, and a 7700K are all 4-core 8-thread chips. But the instruction sets are not the same, and the cache and the optimizations and the RAM speeds aren't the same, and Windows is running. And so PC games need more physical hardware to produce the same result a console will. But when Blizzard Activision makes Call of Duty for a PS4, they can write it's one CPU in one configuration. The other thing is they can make adjustments to the game that you won't notice between that and a computer. They can take out world detail. They can take out map detail. Correct. They can make the polygons simpler, the physical map objects. Because the CPU has to render the world, but they can simplify the game in ways that don't affect the game, but do affect the experience in terms of visual quality. And they can take advantage of the fact that the PS4 has unified memory. The CPU and the GPU use the same memory, so there's no need to move stuff between. Correct. See, on a computer, the stuff is loaded from your drive to your main system RAM. Correct. And then it's loaded from the main system RAM through the CPU into the video card. Correct. But the console doesn't have to do that.
No, it does not.
This is why you can't directly compare consoles to PCs. And this is also why the upcoming PS5, which has a 8-core 16-thread Zen 2 APU, it's basically a Ryzen 7 3700X downclocked a bit, and it's got big Navi graphics and 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 combined RAM, so there's no need to move stuff back and forth.
Correct.
That's actually a beast. There's a lot of power on the PS5.
He's asking what would compete with it?
What PC would compete with the PS5? Honestly, if you're looking into the long run, if you want to look 3 years in the future, I believe that the best long-term purchase you can make is a Ryzen 9. You want 12 cores. You're going to want the extra cores because PCs are not as efficient as the console. You're going to want 12 cores because PC games can have more detail than console games.
Correct.
You're going to want 12 cores because you can multitask and background things you're running in Windows, whereas on the console, it all shuts down for the game. I really believe that the Ryzen 9 3900X or the Ryzen 9 5900X are the best long-term gaming purchase. That's my answer.
Okay, good.